Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond Breaking Points with ME7. This week we are at Spa and I'm currently about 1/3 the way into Group A. Here's my fully upgraded Jaguar XJR-9, and I call this one Stinger for obvious reasons. He's got kind of a Stinger theme. There's my time of 137,991. That's what my Ghost has. We're going to go through this full first and then separate it out, as far as breaking points. First corner, very critical, because from here up to the top of Chemo, it is 25% of the race. So you really need to get your drive out of that first corner very, very good, because we're approaching Lacombe corner right now, pretty soon. And I want to do this one braking point, and then you need to... It's not just braking points, it's trajectory. So you got to be pointed in the right direction to now be full throttle to Bruxelles. Bruxelles is this next corner. This has been brutal for me. Either I'm braking too late or too early almost every single time. It's driving me crazy. Really short braking point here, which I found interesting. And even at Pouan corner, which is this corner, you can get away with a fairly short braking point. I started to really guard my run because I was getting nervous. Frankly, I'm capable of doing 0.6 seconds better than my existing run, but it's hard to put it all together. Even getting full throttle through the last section there, one braking point is difficult. Now here, from this corner to the last chicane will be 22% of a lap. So it's another very critical corner because we're full throttle through these next sections. This corner is full throttle for almost every car. This corner is not. Now, I'm on the brakes very early. I'm still not so sure about how I'm taking this last chicane. I don't like this. In fact, here I'm start giving back time right away. However, this will be my best time. And this puts me, we're going to see this here, I believe this is going to put me right in the middle of Group A, which is definitely safe this late in the event. So if that was day one, not so much. Now, braking and acceleration points. Now, these are reference points, okay? So that's about when I'm stopping, but then you got to do the same race line as me. If you get on the gas a little bit earlier than I just did, you'll end up flying off track. And to stay full throttle through Eau Rouge Radillon coming up here, you need the proper race line. So you got to start, watch how early I turn to the left and then sweep back to the right. And then I'm controlling, I'm trying to have a really straight line. Now I want to emphasize these are reference points, not necessarily precise. Watch on the left, the distance marker. I wait till it's just going out of my sight, then I'm on the brakes and swing pretty far to the left. And I'm on the throttle pretty early. Look at me gap my Ghost here. There's times I was 0.6 ahead of my Ghost here. And there, again, that give or take 2 car lengths on that. Well, you could have driven that in 1 car length deeper, I think. Here, this is pretty precise. Very, very, very short braking point. Again, if you are not angled correctly, you can't do what I just did. Guys, I probably did at least 100 attempts to get this run. And actually, this week, it was pretty easy for me to get a Group A time, which is shocking for me to say. Here, braking pretty far back, and I want to have one solid throttle point here. So from here, one solid throttle point. Now, coming out of this corner, I actually feather the throttle a bit. I'm trying to get used to doing this, because this felt like it was going to be sketchy. You're going to see me tap there. I noticed watching some old Speed Junkie runs, I noticed he would feather the throttle sometimes coming out of a corner. I'm trying to get a little more used to that, because I'm usually an all or nothing guy. I'm trying to get this, feather it and get a good run, not a perfect run. So at this point, yeah, I'm further back than I want to be, and possibly I shouldn't have tapped the gas here. I tapped the gas here, and then I brake again. Possibly I shouldn't have done that. Still, pretty good run, pretty happy with it. So those braking points, maybe back them up a whole car length to start and go from there. But please please subscribe. That's how I did it in my fully upgraded Jaguar. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye now.